Welcome back. The newly sworn-in president of Kenya, William Ruto, won 50.49% of the vote at the polls, narrowly defeating veteran opposition leader and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who was contesting his fifth election. News Central's Niyi Omoniyi takes us through his journey to presidency.
Born on 21 December 1966 in Sambat village, Osarogie County, to Daniel and Sarah Cheruiyot, William Samoei Ruto attended Kerutet Primary School for his elementary school education, after which he enrolled in Wareng Secondary School for his ordinary levels education, before proceeding to Kapsabet Boys High School in Nandi County for his advanced levels. He then went on to receive a BSc in Botany and Zoology from the University of Nairobi in 1990, MSc in Plant Ecology in 2011, and a PhD in 2018. During his time on campus for the undergraduate course, Ruto was an active member of the Christian Union. It is through his church leadership activities at the University of Nairobi that Ruto met President Daniel Arap Moi, who introduced him to Kenya politics at a later date. He married his wife, Rachel Chebet Ruto, an educationalist who he first met at church youth meetings in 1991, and they have 6 children. He has the reputation of being a powerful orator who drew huge crowds at rallies and put up a strong performance in media interviews. He often starts speaking by saying, "my friend," which helps him strike a rapport with voters and disarm critics. Many could relate to Ruto's story of wearing his first pair of shoes at the age of 15 and becoming a live chicken and groundnut hawker by the roadside in rural areas of the Rift Valley, a stint that has seen Ruto own a considerable chicken farm in his home village of Osarogie. Mr. Ruto comes from the third biggest ethnic group, the Kalenjin. William Samoei Ruto was first elected to parliament in 1997 as MP for the Eldoret North. In October 2014, he served as acting president when Mr. Kenyatta briefly relinquished power to attend to his criminal case at the International Criminal Court (ICC) in Hague. He then set his eyes on the 2022 presidential election when he contested on a UDA ticket under the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. After 6 days of delay in the announcement of results due to an alleged vote-buying claim by Raila Odinga's camp, Ruto, who polled 50.49% of the total votes cast, was declared winner of the election by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC). He, however, had to wait for another 4 days for the Supreme Court judgment after his opponent Raila Odinga challenged his victory.
I want to thank God because a village boy has become the president of Kenya.
Many say William Ruto was born a winner. William Ruto will become the 5th president of the Republic of Kenya since independence. Niyi Omoniyi, reporting for News Central.
And indeed, the village boy has become the 5th president of Kenya. Kenya has officially declared William Samoei Ruto the president following his swearing-in ceremony, which took place at the Kasarani Stadium in Kenya yesterday. He was sworn in by the Chief Judge, Martha Koome, on Tuesday at a ceremony held in the packed Moi International Sports Center in Kasarani.
Amid cheers from the excited crowd, Ruto swore an oath of allegiance and another oath for the execution of the functions of the office. Ruto also appended his signature to the corresponding documents as seen in the live broadcast, which was monitored by our correspondent on Tuesday. With his inauguration, Ruto becomes the 5th president of independent Kenya and the 2nd ethnic Kalenjin after the late Daniel Arap Moi to hold the office. We're now joined from Kenya with a bi-political analyst, Gakuna Njima Castro, to discuss the road ahead for William Ruto. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
All right. Quickly share with us, what's the mood in Kenya at the moment?
So I can say in Kenya today, a majority of the people, they are very happy. Actually, they are overwhelmed. So Kenya has received another on the 5th president of the Republic of Kenya. It has been a journey. So it has been a long way. And I can tell you that the family, they have been quite waiting and quite they have persevered, and today now they can celebrate the inauguration of the swearing of a new president, that is Dr. William Samoei Ruto, as the new president of the Republic of Kenya. So it has not been an easy journey. Having been one of the contestants in the election, of course, there has been so much bravados and all manners of ways of the system and the police and actually the deep state now intimidating. But again, this is the man that the people of Kenya needed, and the people of Kenya decided that this is the man that shall lead us in the next 5 years. So in Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, that is His Excellency now, from the Deputy President to President, is the President of the Republic of Kenya.
His Excellency William Samoei Ruto has inherited Kenya that has, in some way grappled with debt that's running into trillions, as well as unemployment and several other challenges. What would you say are the demands that Kenyans are making? What are the top demands that Kenyans are making from this government?
So the most priority that Kenyans are having is about the economy. So they have a lot of expectation, and actually it is about now the presidency now to act fast and actually steady fast in the meeting of the economic policies, because the economy here in Kenya Kenyans are actually feeling the hot and the stretch of the unlimited resources and the high cost of living in the economy. So the priority is the economy. But in his speech yesterday, he gave a very promising speech that Kenyans are very promised, and they are very acquainted with it, that this is the president that will actually fill the gap that has been left when it comes to the economy, when it comes to youth employment, the job, because these are the most of the things that he touched on in last yesterday during his inauguration. So we are expecting that this man will actually fill this gap. When it comes to employment, he has actually made a very critical promise that this is the time that we need to actually make up the population that is, here in Kenya, the highest population is youth, and they are unemployed. So the unemployed youth have a they are waiting that the president actually, with the policies that he has been promising and the policies, the way yesterday he made his speech, they are actually acquainted that the president will make it, and Kenyans will have now, the Kenyan youth will be employed. But now his focus is on the technical issues, the technical skills. Although we have the majority of the young people getting the technical colleges, and he's promising of reviving the cottage industry, he's promising of reviving the technical courses.
All right. I just wanted to, because of time, I would like to also hear about opposition candidate Raila Odinga. Of course, there's so much plans that William Ruto has, but what would you say, as quickly as possible, would be the next steps for Raila Odinga and Martha Karua?
So for the opposition leader, so as much as the president has been sworn in, now they have to live with it that the president now is William Samoei Ruto, although they have not been contempted. Actually, even after the court gave a ruling about the legitimacy of William Samoei Ruto presidency, they are still not contempted with it. So they are in their speech, they accepted that whatever, because it's the rule of law, they accepted that William Ruto has been, his legitimacy has been confirmed by the Supreme Court, but we are not contempted with it. So in Mother Karua's, that is the running mate of Raila Odinga, she said that she will be looking for a further explanation in a further court, that is, I think in the Eastern Africa courts. That's where she said she will be seeking the clarification of the ruling of the Supreme Court here in Kenya, but they are not contempted. But that's the thing that they need to live with it, that now Kenya is moving forward. Kenya has a new president, William Samoei Ruto. As much as they want to criticize the date, and I think that as of now, the opposition is very weak, because we have gotten that some of the people who we are actually and who have been elected to the National Assembly with Azimio, that is Azimio, the opposition party, or the coalition of the alliance, they have actually shifted to Kenya Kwanza, which is led by William Samoei Ruto. So we are getting that shift of the politician from Azimio to Kenya Kwanza, that is weakening the opposition, and I get that it will not be easy for the opposition or for Raila Odinga to actually get the energy to actually criticize this government in a way that is needed.
All right. Well, we hope that they all work for the, greater good of Kenya. And of course, it's Kenyans that will get to celebrate in the end. Thank you very much, Castro, for your time this morning. Thanks for speaking with us.